What's up? It's your boy Miles Cunningham. Shout out to Lucario. Shout out to all the supporters. Shout out to everybody on that Bad Boy membership. Remember, once you are on the Bad Boy membership, you are eligible to win the Bad Boy contest. All right, we announce the winner every month. Remember, you get a bottle of that Carolina Herrera New York Bad Boy Cologne. It smells so good. You know what I'm saying? I got all the joints feeling me on that. You also get a timepiece, or we might switch it up and put in some AirPods or some, Beats by Dre pods on there, and you still get a $100 gift certificate and all that stuff. You feel me? But it's really just a thank you, you know what I'm saying, for all the people that are on the Bad Boy membership. Give everybody a chance to win something cool and, show our appreciation. You feel me? So get on that Bad Boy membership. And even when you get on the Bad Boy membership, you still get the Game Kings documentary for free. You still get over 85 step-by-step programs to help you, up your game. And these programs are all over 45 minutes long, 45 to 90 minute programs, like heavy. You feel what I'm saying? And the one for January is, 10 ways to improve your sex game and all that shit. So your boy Lucario's putting it down. You feel me? So get on that Bad Boy membership, because it's going to change your life. Seriously. And that's another reason why we're doing the Bad Boy membership contest. Because, man, we want to set you, we want for people to win those prizes so they could be set up. Because we know once you get on the membership, you're going to have more dates. You're going to be seeing more women. So you need fly cologne, you need a fly watch, and you need some money in your pocket so you could, do your thing when you out on these dates and all that. You feel me? Excuse me. So, yeah, what I want to talk about today, right, is 4 reasons why you need to have sex with her as quickly as possible. 4 reasons why you need to have sex with her as quickly as possible. Okay. Now, these are in no particular order. They're all very important. But I'm gonna just talk about them in the way that I wrote it down. All right. So the first one is compliance. Right. First one is compliance. What you're trying to figure out is her level of compliance. Right. Because, and what's funny about that whole idea? Because here's the thing. Believe it or not, chicks want to have sex too. You understand what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Chicks are, a lot of times they're afraid that if they have sex with you right away or too early, whatever, that you might not, like them, or you might not like the sex and you might leave. And that is like the ultimate rejection for a chick. So it's the same way that guys are afraid to approach, women are afraid to have sex too early, because if you have sex with her and then you leave her, or if you don't call her again, that's like the ultimate rejection, because you're rejecting her and her body, right? You're rejecting all of that. And, that makes women feel bad. That makes them feel like, they're not in a safe space. So, we get it. We get it. However, you need to have sex with her as quickly as possible because you want to see her level of compliance. You want to see where she's at mentally, where she's willing to, give herself to you, just like you're willing to give yourself to her, that she's willing to give herself to you. You understand? So that's a big part of having sex early or as soon as possible, because you want to see where she's at as far as compliance. Because if she's not compliant, then that's not the type of chick you want to mess with. Because here's the thing. You can have a chick that's compliant where, when you tell her the time and place, she shows up on time looking good. If you tell her, hey, sit here, she sits there. If you tell her, hey, I need you to do this, she does that. If you say, hey, if she's on her way to your crib, you say, hey, pick up a bottle of wine or pick up some milk, and she'll do it. You understand? Or if you tell her, look, I need you to wear a dress, she'll wear a dress, right? But when she's at your apartment, or when you're at her apartment, or you go get the hotel room or some shit like that, she starts to act iffy on the sex. And it's like, look, I need to know that you are compliant, even to be vulnerable with me. You want to be intimate with me, to be naked in front of me, right? Because I'm willing to be naked in front of you. Because here's the thing, a lot of people don't consider what a man's vulnerability when it comes to sex, right? They only consider the female's vulnerability, which is unfair, right? But this is why you want to make sure the sex happens early, because you want to check her level of compliance. She needs to be compliant. You need to know that she's willing to be vulnerable. She's willing to give herself to you, just like you're willing to be vulnerable and give yourself to her. All right? So that's compliance. So the next reason you want to have sex as early as possible is you want to check her delusion / desperation levels, right? You want to check her delusion / desperation levels versus what she thinks her value is. Because here's what happened a lot these days. And I've experienced this myself, which is why I'm talking about this. Once a woman has sex with you, she begins to consider that there is value in the sex that she gives to you. You understand? She begins to consider that there is value in her vagina. And I've said this so many times. Sex is an even exchange, right? When you give me vagina, I give you penis. It's the even exchange. So when we're done, right? But the thing is that, you know, when you have sex and it's really good, and a woman sees that you're enjoying yourself, right? And you really enjoy her, or you know, she's got a really nice, like the fit, you know, the fit is really good, right? She's looking at you because she's been brainwashed to think that, you know, that's where it's at. So she's looking at you like, oh, well, you're having such a good time and you're enjoying my body. You understand? And she feels like that's value. She feels like she's doing something for you. And truthfully, that's delusional. You understand? That is very delusional. And it's also very entitled. You understand? Which is a part of delusion, right? Which is a part of a female's delusion these days. So she begins to think that she's giving you value, right? And then what happens is she also becomes sort of desperate. And when I say desperate, what I mean is she becomes desperate for a relationship. Because now that she feels that she's giving you value, now she feels like she's earned your commitment to some extent, right? So all of a sudden she starts asking questions like, oh, well, so what are we doing? Like, what is this? What are we calling this? What do you mean, what are we calling this? We're getting to know each other and we're having a good time. But then she's looking at you like, so that's all this is to you? And I'm like, yeah, that's all it can be. We've only had sex maybe once or twice. Maybe 3 times we've had sex. We enjoy each other's company, but we got to start looking to calling this a relationship. I got to start ring shopping now? No, you haven't proven anything to me, right? We've been on 2 or 3 dates, right? We had sex on the second date. Not once have you offered to pay. Not once have you offered to take me out. Not once have you done anything to help me. You know what I'm saying? I bring you to my house. You know, I knock the box out. You don't even make the bed when we're done. Like, what have you done? What have you shown me that to make you start asking questions? And that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of the females, they have these delusional and desperate phases in their perspective, because they think that they're giving you value through sex. You understand? So that's another reason why you have to have sex with her early, because you need to see where that's at. And usually right after you have sex, or right after you have sex 2 or 3 times, and then she starts acting funny, that's your red flag. And then you start to see, okay, this chick is, her delusional and desperational perspective is outweighing her actual value. Like she has done nothing to show value, and she's asking me these questions as if she's shown some type of value to begin earning my commitment, or to begin even earning the vetting process. Because before you can even earn my commitment, you have to earn the vetting. I have to begin vetting you. And if I'm not even at the point when I'm even thinking about vetting you, and you're asking me all these funny questions about what's going on and what's the status and what's nah, it doesn't work that way. You understand? So that's why you want to have sex early, because you want to see where she's at with that. And here's the other thing too. When, like I was saying before, when you're having sex with a woman and she sees that you enjoy the sex with her, right? It's like she doesn't realize the fact that she was yelling and screaming at the top of her lungs, calling out your name, calling out for Jesus, having multiple upon multiple orgasms, to the point where she can't count how many orgasms. You understand? Like, I had a chick tell me, when I got up in there, she's like, oh my God, She's like, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. She's been waiting for you. That's what she told me. And I'm looking at her like, okay, I see that this chick, the chick sees that you're enjoying the sex, but they never stop to consider how much they're enjoying the sex, which is why I say that sex is an even exchange. No matter what the chick thinks and how she's been brainwashed to feel like she's doing you a favor or she's giving you some type of value, you have to always remember that sex is an even exchange, because they always forget about how much they're enjoying themselves. You understand? They always forget about how much you're the one, doing the thrusting. You're the one doing a lot of the physical work. You understand? They forget about that. You understand? And it's just kind of crazy. So that's why you gotta have sex with them early. You gotta see where their head is at when it comes to sex. You gotta see how their brain breaks down the whole, process of the chemistry and the energy and all of that stuff when you do have sex. All right. So number 3, okay. A lot of people that might be watching this, everybody that's watching that, I'm assuming that you wear shoes. I'm assuming that you buy clothes. And usually, what do you have to do before you buy shoes or clothes? You gotta make sure it's the right fit, okay? So that's why you gotta have sex fairly quickly. You got it before you waste any time starting to trying to vet this girl or even start thinking about anything in the future with this girl. You gotta make sure it's the right fit and the right chemistry between you and her. You understand? You got some people, a lot of these chicks that a lot of guys would consider dimes, they do what's called the starfish, right? Meaning they just lay there, and they think, well, all I got to do is show up and look pretty and let him go to town. You understand what I'm saying? And if you're even considering anything with a chick, beyond just the F buddy or beyond just a few dates and a few, episodes of sex, you want there to be some type of chemistry and you want there to be the right fit. You understand? You want there to be the right fit, because everybody is different sizes, men and women, right? Some women, it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway, and then some women is trying to fit an elephant through a keyhole. You understand? So we gotta make sure it's the correct fit, man, and we gotta make sure there's also chemistry, right? For example, and this might be getting a little bit personal, but just for example, I'm the type of guy that I sweat. Okay, I sweat. All right, and I've had different experiences with women where with some women, especially depending on the position I'm in, sweat might drip on them. Now you have some women where the sexual chemistry is crazy and they love everything about the sex and the chemistry we create and the body heat and the feeling. And if I sweat on them, they like it, is what I'm saying. Yes, they like you talk about fetishes and all this different stuff. But anyway, I've been in a situation where I'm sweating and the chick or you have a chick, she'll wipe my brow for me. She'll wipe my brow for me. Or I've had other situations where a chick will grab my head and lick the sweat off. You understand what I'm saying? And then I've had other situations where the chick, she's acting like she's having a good time and she's enjoying the sex, but she, like, you're sweating on me, like, get off of me, or, you gotta wipe that off. And you understand what I'm saying? So you have to know, and there's also, along with other kinds of chemistry, right? There's a certain type of chemistry that you create with the friction. You understand? When you rub skin together and bodily fluids, there's a certain type of chemistry that you create. And we have some women that don't know how to take care of their special places, right? And the chemistry you create with the friction, meaning the fragrance, the fragrance that you create may not be the best. And sometimes just their fragrance by itself may not be the best, right? So, you have to check those things out. I mean, sometimes it's an issue that can be corrected, and then sometimes it's not. Sometimes that's just how she is. You know, maybe based on the food she eats or her pH balance or whatever. But the point of the matter is, we gotta know that chemistry before we move forward, right? So that's another reason why we gotta, have sex as soon as possible, right? We gotta have the fit, we gotta know the chemistry, and we have to know how, the level of intensity and passion and things like that come with sex, that come with the intimacy of sex. We got to know what that's about early on before we get too far in the situation. You feel me? And then we have to understand the longevity of that female, okay? Because what's happening these days is, like I said before, like once you have sex with a chick, she'll feel like, oh, well, now that I'm giving you sex on a regular basis, then you need to start looking at me, taking me more seriously, and we need to start figuring out what this is and blah blah blah. But what you're looking for, if you're dealing with a chick, you're looking for a chick that really likes you. And when I say really likes you, meaning that she's not looking for anything extra. She just really likes the experience of being with you, and she's willing to do whatever to continue that. You understand? When a woman, when you have sex with a woman and she starts to ask you questions and she starts to feel like she's entitled to understanding what this is and what are we doing, and understand that she's asking those questions because she has a conditional mindset. You understand? She's saying to herself, well, I'm only going to continue giving this man my intimacy if he's giving me some sort of commitment, or if he has intentions towards some sort of commitment, or if he's looking at me as a future serious partner or something like that. That means she's conditional about it, right? But when you have a chick that you and her are going along and she really enjoys spending time with you, and she's not asking you no questions, questions as far as like, oh, well, what is this and blah, blah, blah. And she's really just enjoying her time. And then you see that months are going by, and maybe a year and a half, almost 2 years going by, and she's just good with doing what you do without even questioning anything. Then that shows longevity. You understand? That shows that she really likes you. She really likes spending time with you. She really likes having sex with you. She really enjoys the experience of you. And that's what you're really looking for, right? So you have to get the sex going as soon as possible so we can start building on that longevity, so you can start to see if this is the type of female that really likes you for you. Because most females out here, you're gonna have sex with them and then they're gonna start acting funny. They're gonna start asking you questions. They're gonna start looking at you like everything is conditional. And those are not the chicks that you're trying to mess with. You wanna try to mess with the chicks that they really like you. They really like being with you, spending time with you, having sex with you, and just being in your space because they see your value. You understand what I'm saying? So those are 4 reasons why you gotta have sex as soon as possible, right? Number 1, you gotta check their compliance. Number 2, you gotta check their delusion/desperation versus real value. You have to make sure it's the right fit and chemistry, and then you also have to make sure that she has the ability to show longevity as far as really appreciating the person and the man that you are. You understand what I'm saying? So those are 4 reasons why we gotta have sex early. We gotta get sex out the way to really see where things are at. Because having people talk about, oh, well, I gotta get to know you before we have sex. Listen, having sex is a part of getting to know someone. You understand? Because let's be honest, most times we only see the true person after we have sex with them. You understand? Because that be happening to me in the game, right? I'll meet a chick and everything is great. We're cool. The date is cool. The vibe is cool. The energy is cool. And then we even have sex and the sex is cool. But then once we have sex, that's when she starts to lose her mind. That's when she starts to we're reading along in the book and then she loses her place. You see what I'm saying? She loses her place. She forget who she talking to. You understand? And then, those leads to situations where she got to get charged, or I have to pull back, or I have to be like, hey, that's not where we're at. You understand? And so then that, that's where that longevity kicks in. So you really see if a woman likes you for you and all that. All right. So it's your boy Miles Cunningham. Check out the links. We got the t-shirts. We got the Bad Boy membership contest. We got the Bad Boy membership. We got the Game Kings documentary. Thank you for viewing the video. Please like, share, subscribe. Get in the comments, right? And address any one of these 4 things. If you in the game and you talking to women, address any of these 4. Like, back me up on this, or tell me I'm full of crap. You know what I'm saying? You realize I'm trying to minimize the cussing because they done monetize and trying to get this bread. But anyway, really appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hold it down, make the channel grow, because YouTube is the YouTube algorithm is strong. You feel me? So appreciate you guys. Comment, like, share, subscribe. I hope everybody's having a great day. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.
Click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get the documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game.
What's going on? It's your boy, Miles Cunningham. And what I want to talk about today is the Bad Boy Membership Contest. All you have to do to be eligible to win the Bad Boy Membership Contest is to be a Bad Boy member. See, what we realize is that when guys join the Bad Boy membership, they make the transition from simp to player very quickly. And we're just trying to make that transition just a little bit easier. So here's what you get if you win the Bad Boy Membership Contest. So here's what you receive if you win the Bad Boy Membership Contest. A bottle of Bad Boy Cologne by Carolina Herrera, New York. A luxury designer timepiece, and a $100 gift card. To increase your chances of winning, share this post in your story, tag 3 friends, and subscribe to Mr. Locario or the Miles Cunningham YouTube channel. The link is in the bio. And follow Real Mr. Locario and Miles in the Game on Instagram. The winner will be announced at the first of the month. Good luck.